Okay, we're gonna try to record this for the third time and fix the audio on it. So my name's Paden Fairbanks. We're recording to some TikToks. We could go into some more elaborate things, but I'm just learning how to do this as a functional feature. I want to talk about real estate. So the real estate TikToks. So take it as you will. My name's Paden Fairbanks. If you're looking to buy or sell a house in Utah, let me know. If you want stats on the Utah real estate market, let me know. Let's just get right on into it. So this first one is just one of the sharks talking about real estate investing and what they think about it in general.
Do you invest in stocks or real estate? What is your major investment?
Real estate. It's the best investment for anybody out there. It's a slow way to get very, very rich.
I like that. It is a very slow way, but it's one of those things that over time your value just goes up a lot quicker. It is like stocks, but it's simpler to leverage yourself higher and it's less risky than leveraging yourself in stocks. Because if you're buying, let's say, a duplex and you're using a mortgage to buy that, technically you're leveraged. If it's worth $300,000, you leverage $280,000 if you're putting 3% down, 3.5% down, but it's still producing income and it's less likely that asset's going to lose 50% or 25% value if you do it in a way that is efficient. And it's harder to do with stocks than I feel like it is to do with real estate, but still doable with stocks for sure.
Okay.
Your money gets locked up, property appreciates, the rents come in. You can get very rich investing in real estate, and it's not difficult. It's not a difficult game.
All the similarities.
The difficult would be finding a good real estate agent that can help you locate something that would have decent rents, that would be a simple rental. Like having somebody in your corner that can explain to you, if you're trying to buy a home with a mother-in-law, what are the difficulties of transitioning to that to be an unconventional duplex? Or if you're buying a place that, let's say, has tenants in it already, what does that look like to try to get them out and to increase rents or the process? Having a real estate in your corner that has rental experience, I think, is essential if you're trying to find a good rental. Now, you could just buy the cheapest one on the market, and as long as it appraises for the correct value, it'll probably over time be okay in 10 years. But if you want to get even further ahead, having a really good plan, having a really good real estate agent, great way to go.
Between these wealthy people I walk up to, every one of them does real estate. Would you recommend for the average 20-year-old watching or something like that, buy a multifamily, buy a single
I was
family?
just going to say that buy the cheapest multifamily you could get in an area that has good rentals.
Okay.
I like that. Buying the cheapest multifamily, but in a decent area. Buying a multifamily that's in the lowest median rental area, and then also just the lowest income area, let's say, is going to make it slightly more complicated. And it's more of a, you have to have experience as a landlord doing that. But if you can buy something at a middle median sold value or even middle lower median sold value, you're going to have a lot more likelihood of success and just a lot less problems in general and a simpler renting landlord experience.
And then live in one half of it, and a tenant will pay your expenses. And then move out, rent the other half, do the same thing again and again and again.
Do you invest?
Yeah, boom. If you every 2 years, if you bought and then sold a house in 2 years and 1 month, you wouldn't have to pay any property taxes on it, or you wouldn't have to pay any not property taxes. You wouldn't have to pay any taxes on it with the sale with the profits you made, as long as that was your primary residence. Up to 250 for a single person, up to 500 for a married couple. So if you wanted to do that every 2 years, or if you wanted to just keep that property, get another 3% down, then you can, or not, yeah, even 3%, or it'd be 3 years for FHA, but 3% down, 3.5% down for an FHA, then you could buy one in 3 years again, and you could keep doing that. Then if a single 20-year-old kid does that 3 times over from 20 to 29, it's not a bad way to go. It's a great way to accumulate wealth for sure. But if you got any more questions on that, comment them down below. Or if you just have your experience being a landlord, comment that down below as well. This next video is just talking about what a realtor makes. There's some subtle manipulation in here, but we'll talk about it here in just a second. Over her first year, that's not bad. She did pretty good. Let's turn that off though. Okay. So first month she sold $0, $0, $0. So she says $175,000. She didn't make $175,000. She sold a $175,000 home. So I'm going to calculate this into what she actually made at the end of the video. 175. She sold 280. Both those are probably one home. 345 is probably one home. 288. So over the year, she made about $34,400 or her general commission that she brought in. And if you multiply that times 0.8, which is probably, geez Louise, that's way too much money, times 0.08. No, I'm still messing that up. 34,400 times 0.8. Sorry, that took so long. She probably brought home 27,520. That's assuming she made 2.5% as a buyer's agent on those sides, and then she also on top of that takes home 80% of her commission. So $27,520 in your first 6 months, first year, really isn't a bad income. There's a lot of real estate agents that don't sell any homes in their first year, and it's like a really cutthroat industry in general, with especially experienced agents being able to just slice clients out from underneath you super easily. But there you go. So if you be a real estate agent, $27,520 in your first year for 6 months, not bad. All right, this next one is just talking about what a down payment would look like on an FHA loan. You're basically putting 3.5% down. They've got some like that going on. But if you're buying a 100K home, you got to bring $3,500 down. What any of those numbers, you just multiply it times 0.035 to get the number that you're looking for. There's also conventional financing, which you can do 3% down, but your debt to income is going to be a little bit lower. So once again, I think these numbers are always kind of useless to look at. You need to talk to a lender. You need to talk to Emily Jensen if you're trying to buy a house to understand what your financing and the best financing option is for you. The higher down payment, the closer you get to 20%, the less private mortgage insurance you're going to have to pay, which is super handy just in general. But there you go. All right, last guy. This is what $295,000 gets you in Ogden, Utah. I think it's worth it.
This is what 295,000 gets you in Ogden, Utah. Let's go check it out.
Cool, let's do it.
Through the front door, we have bedroom number 1.
Bed, 1 bath.
This is the living room. Check out this yard though, all the way to that bed. Small, but
sorry I skipped it. I used to look at homes all day long. This is, you could probably find something like this for $295,000. This is probably a little bit old, 2023. Yeah, this would be more like $300K range. I wonder if this home got multiple offers, but 3 bed, 1 bath. You're looking at your $300,000 to $325,000, depending on how updated and how much land there is as well. On top of that, depending on area. If you're buying something west of 24th Street, the median sold value in that area is going to be lower than the rest of Ogden or most of those areas. If you're buying a home in North Ogden, your median sold value average is higher than other places in Ogden. So it's good to be aware where you're buying, and then the age of the house is a huge one as well on the value of the home. There you go. All right, so this is just my one foray into TikTok reviews or looking at them and talking about them. I've been really wanting to try this one out. There's somebody that said that the volume on the last one is terrible. Totally fair. So give me a comment. Do you enjoy this content? Is it useful? Should I keep doing it? I'm probably going to keep doing it because it's super easy to make. Other than that, though, thanks for watching. Let me know if you want to buy or sell a house, and bye-bye now.